Hi, I'm Jenny Surface, and this is Adam Robato, and today we'll be talking about our external backup products, our MyBook product line, and our WD Passport portable product line.
MyBook Essential is the least expensive drive. Okay, this drive goes up to 1 terabyte. Okay, it's just USB 2, no software, but it's the least expensive drive. So, you know, if you're looking to just back up some photos at home, this would be the drive for you because it's just USB 2. We have our MyBook Home. Now this is a step up for the MyBook Studio because it really matters on the interfaces. Where the MyBook Essential is just USB 2, the MyBook Home is USB 2, FireWire 400, so you can use it on Mac and PC, and it also has eSATA. And last but not least, this is the MyBook Studio, and this is formatted for Mac, so for any Mac users, this is the drive that you want to buy because it's formatted for Mac. It has quad interface, so it has USB 2, FireWire 400, FireWire 800, which of course Macintosh has those interfaces, and also has eSATA.
This one right here, the capacity goes up to 1 terabyte of storage. It's about 285,000 photos you can store on here. Music, this is over 250,000 songs you could download on here. If you're looking at video hours, it's about 76 hours of digital video. We use something called Smart Power. So when you have it plugged into your PC or your laptop or Mac, if the PC goes to sleep or you shut down your PC, you don't have to turn this off. It will follow the PC. So it will turn on and off with the power of the device that it's plugged into. For some of our higher ends, if you want to, we do have a power button on the back too. We added a lot of different interface choices. If you're familiar with different interfaces, we have the top two. Our FireWire one, FireWire 400s, they plug into Macs have these. We also have an eSATA, which is the fastest interface that's out there. It's not on many PCs today. If somebody did want to utilize that interface, they would most likely have to buy an adapter card. Yeah, it's formatted what we call FAT32 if you're familiar with any type of file formats. But what that means is you can use it between both Mac and PC. If you're doing a lot of large files and large video transfers, it's always good to have either a specific Mac format or a PC format, because if you're in what we call FAT32, it does limit the file size to about a 4 gig file size. We include what we call WD Anywhere backup software. And it's a very, very easy backup software to use. And there's something that's called a one-click data restore. You basically click on it and it will bring everything back to your laptop. You also can set how many backups you want. It goes up to 99 previous backups. I don't know why you would keep 99, but just in case, you can go from one, keep one of the previous copies, or you can keep 99 of the previous copies. And another nice thing is you can actually encrypt the backup too. So say you have a folder or you have something that you just, if somebody would get a hold of this and you don't want anybody to ever get it, you can encrypt it, password encrypt it, and you can pick which ones you want to encrypt. It doesn't mean everything you back up has to be encrypted. You can do it by certain folders. We've recently announced what we call our MyBook Studio Edition 2. There's 2 terabyte drives in here. You could get them both working together, and that's what we call RAID 0. So when you hear of RAIDing, it really just means there's a bunch of drives in here, and it can be configured in different ways to utilize the capacity off those hard drives. Or do you want to set it into what we call RAID 1? In other words, it's called mirroring, if anybody's familiar with that term. It'll allow you to change it to RAID 1, then instead of seeing 2 terabytes here, you'll actually see 1 terabyte available to you. But then any time that you make a backup onto that 1 terabyte, it'll make an automatic backup to the other. We have a feature called User Serviceable now. Now, not with these, but when you get to the larger ones, if something would happen to go wrong with one of the hard drives, the end user will get a message on a screen that says you're working in a degraded mode. Either drive A or drive B is having an issue. The end user can just pop this open. They can unscrew this and take out drive A. They send it back to us for the warranty of the product, which is 5 years, and then we'll send a replacement drive. They can plug that back in. We're offering 2 families now of our Passport, and the one nice thing about this product is it's portable. You plug it into your laptop or your PC and it just powers right off of that. Yep. So it's great for traveling. Yep. The highest capacity that we offer in these type of products is 320 gigabytes of storage. It uses a little small hard drive, what we call our 2.5-inch hard drive, but it's the ones that you'd see in like a laptop. And we actually added another feature, what we call MioNet Key, and I'm not going to go into a lot of details except for it'll allow you to remotely access your files that are, if you have this and you download the MioNet software, you can remotely access files that are on your PC back in like wherever your office is. There's a little light here in the front. There's like a little Cylon-y type thing. This actually acts as not only an activity LED, so you can see when it's active, it will kind of Cylon up and down. But if you want to know just how much data you have stored already on your backup device, it starts as a fuel gauge. It starts incrementing up. So as it starts getting to the top, then you'll know that you're filling up your hard drive. So it acts both as an activity and as a fuel gauge. If you've ever seen an internal hard drive, the data is all written on what we call disks. It's a round, circular spinning disk, and it's written with a thing called a head. And what they've done with these type of products is anytime the product is not in use, or anytime that it's sensing a fall from a certain distance, it will actually pull that head back onto a ramp, and it will take the head away from that disc so that there's no chance of the head slapping into the disc, which is what caused most of the failures whenever something falls. If you do want to make these bootable, there's certain things you have to go through. For example, if you're with a Mac, you have to have it partitioned certain ways with what they call a GUID partition to make these bootable. If it's a PC, you have to have your BIOS set up to allow this to be the bootable drive versus your internal hard drive. So there are ways to boot from these if you want to.